you guys something from the bottom. Grip all over Phil. Alright, we're going to talk about arm trap. No arm trap. Okay? So, his right lapel, his right arm, I need to control. My objective is to bring his arm across, to move my hips out, and to block his ability to bring his right arm back across. Okay? If I do that, okay, and I block it with my body, the more he tries, it can feel easy to sweep. You never want both of your arms on the same side of the body when you're on top. It is a complete disbalance, you have no base, and it's an exploitation of a bad position. For the person on the bottom, so of course you want this right here, and I want to block it, make sure I need to hold it, but I need to be tight. Here, I mean, how's he going to get it over? As I let go, he may try, but I have a knee, I can hit the leg, but my left hand is at the armpit, and I'm going to rock him up on my leg and lift this and still stay tight, so I can hopefully not trip on him and get the figure four. So, all that is, in theory, good, but realistically it's hard to do, especially from the beginning. Okay? So, what I want you guys to learn how to do is how to properly feed this. Okay? There's a lot of success with this at the tournament in Houston, and not by me, by Clara, by Cassie. And one thing that I saw is this. If you feed it like this, and this is loose, and your hand is on top, there's no real control. It can work, but it's not going to work as well. So when you feed it, you need to sometimes take the slack out of it. Because you got to remember, this moves, for some, it comes from the back and moves up, and you got to constantly tighten that control. So what we're going to do is, let's say, I typically go here, okay, and then I grab it. But sometimes it's hard to grab it tight, and I grab it loose right here. I got to keep this elbow down so that he cannot unloop his hand, because his exit is under my arm. But then I'll refeed it, as he said. I want the strap of that lapel to be just above the elbow, then I feed, okay? His hand should not escape. Then what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna create tension, pull, and my hand drives down. I'm gonna pull, my hand drives down, and I'm pulling out this one. Now it's super tight. Now I got control. I'm on the inside of that elbow, and I wanna be able to take this hand, push it up. Because now if I push it up and I'm right here, he should not be able to take it, and notice how it flows. I'm gonna move this whole unit to my right as my hips go to my left. Hips go to my left, hips go to my left, hips go to my left, and I lock a nice high guard and I'm on my side. Yeah. So if you notice, my knee is on the base of his neck, my elbow is tight, and ideally I want to push his elbow in the V of my hip. Very difficult for him to escape this, okay? I just have to understand what is it that now I want relative to what he's doing, okay? From here, what I would start with is pulling this tricep. Because the reaction that you're gonna create out of the person in this trap is one of two things. They're gonna either want their head up, and right there, you see how he pushed himself up with this arm? He cannot lift his head and his torso because I am pinching and I'm twisting my upper body to the right, okay? So for him to posture up, correct. Now, notice what happened is that he didn't just pop up, he went at an angle, okay? So as he goes back down, I see that his arm is bent. Whenever this arm comes into play, I already know he's gonna push, yes, and I keep pulling here because he doesn't want me to straighten and accidentally do a fake arm lock here. But the reason why he's doing this is to get his head up, okay? And I am pulling his head down, but I'm leaving a little hole between my left knee and my left elbow for him to pop that head through, right here, okay, to your right there, okay? And I keep pulling this here, because now that it's straight, he needs to put it onto something for it to bend, so now he can straighten it up. And as he pops his head up, he puts himself into an arm lock, basically, okay? This is part of the trap, okay? Sometimes, okay, they sit here and they know that if he's gonna go up, because you've been caught, you're gonna get arm locked. So they go back down and now he's just sitting here, okay? So now from here, what I can do is this. Look, I can just sit up, okay? And I can put the lapel right in front of his face, okay? A couple things happen. His arm is still trapped, okay? But now I can feed this under here. And then a couple of things happen. His escape is to the right. Whip your head to the right, under my arm. Right there. So that's his escape. So if I keep my elbow down here, oftentimes he'll push into me, throw me flat. Okay? But he's still caught with the neck. So it enables me to hook that leg, okay, and pull him up on top of me here. But his neck is stuck. Okay? I can take him this way here and bring him back up. Keep this. Get up on this knee here. All I'm gonna do is just lift up right here because this is super tight. If I had it loose, it's not cool. I have it still tight, elbow tight. Lift here. Roll up into it. Or I'm gonna sit back this way here. Bring the leg over. Bow and arrow, and finish it up. So there's a sweep to the left. Same thing you can do and just simply let it go. But the most important thing is for you guys to feed this, okay? So I want you guys to get this tight. You gotta put your hand right in the V. Put his elbow, reach. Yes, sir. Stop. Reach with your right hand. It'll take out more slack. If you're here and you feed it, that slack is back. Pull it out that way, reach for it, grab here. I don't even need to tighten it. I lift that unit, bring it to the right, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, and there's your position. Walk your hips to the left and you look it. This is your attack position here because you're in a great spot. If he just sits here and he doesn't want to give me anything here, I'm gonna cross my feet and I'm gonna sit up right here, okay? And now I have his armpit right here, and I have that arm. If he can't bring that right arm up, he can grab that lapel, okay? But what I can do from here is I can begin to take his back fairly easily, okay? Or another thing I can do is, okay, I can feed the lapel here, okay? Or what I can do is I can go here. And I can sweep him, hip bump him here, and I have a very good control. In fact, I still have the figure 4 sequel here. I'm able to take his back fairly efficient, okay? So all I want you guys to do is properly get that feet. If you get that feet tighten up, I want to break his posture here. 1, 2, 3. Hip, move the unit to the right. Keep it here, pinch. Hip, shoulder, so that my knee aligns with the base of his neck right here. And then I hook over his head. Right here, walk it to the left a little bit. Yes. I want to hook my right foot with my left, so I can create downward pressure right here. Because remember, this hand right here is also exposed. You have wrist locks here, okay? And in fact, you have a crooked arm bar here, okay? But if he sits here and he doesn't do anything and he's just hunkering down, you have back take, you have sweep, hip up to your right, because now everything's going to the right, okay? I can sit up, I can feed this here, but my left hand goes around his armpit here. Because now he can't escape his hand with the right one. Yeah, go under, right there. right? And as he escapes it, I can push here. And instead of feeding it here, I feed it under his arm. And I feed it right here. Because now, it enables me to take his back and I control his back and attack his back over here. Okay? So there are so many options from here, but it all starts with the proper feet. You get a shitty feed like this, yeah. Go back down, 2, pull, push, hip up, here, and now you're in position. Okay, that's it. Now you're in position. Pinch this elbow. He cannot get out of this unless he begins to posture up. Okay, you see it right there? Right? From here, I pull this here. Yeah, you mess with that here. If he goes that way, keep going, keep going. And then you catch him. If he stays here and stays low, you come hug that armpit here. Even with that arm right here, you can begin to crank that like so. Okay, and you can begin to attack. So oftentimes from here, they don't want you to climb up their back, so they start posturing up. Look. Push this out. And now you have it. Get the feet. Practice the feet and get in that position. So 1, 2, 3. The feet is everything.